friends. Happy New Year. It being 2 weeks into the new year already is crazy. If you guys did not know, it is the new year. For real, for real. I mean, we have multiple cycles of new year. We're not going to go through that all the time, are we? We know. If you know, you know. Well, this is another new year. Aries season. My season. I don't know. I feel so good this new year, this Aries season. I don't know if it's because my birthday is coming up. I don't know if it's because I made this big move and all these nice, beautiful things have been happening and I've just been meeting beautiful people. I don't know. I just feel like this year I feel like it's already doing what it has to do. And I want to keep the momentum going. So I have started something, guys. You know, typical Aries shit, always starting something. I want to be more intentional with each sign as we pass through each sign with each new season. I want to be intentional by focusing on the themes that sign represent. Why not? Why not? Not when all this crazy shit is happening. Might as well go out trying to be your best self, right? All is well. I feel like if you're on the timeline that I am, if you're on a similar timeline that I am on, then you feel it too. Like, it does not have to be all peach perfect all the time. It does not have to be amazing all the time, but for the most part, shit is sweet because you're making it sweet. Right? So yes, the title of this video is called Claim Your Identity. I made it that way because that's what Aries represent. That's what the season represents. Having your own identity and just rocking out with that shit. Like, being you regardless who you are around. Being you regardless of if anybody likes it or not. It's just standing and being grounded in yourself. And that is what I've been journeying on. And just the things that has been coming up. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of knew that if I was to focus on these themes, that life is going to show me what I need to focus on regarding these themes. I knew. But like, it's real. Like, the themes about identity, and when I say identity, I feel like, first of all, understanding yourself, knowing who you are, and noticing when someone outside of you, or even yourself, is taking you outside of yourself, outside of that identity that you formed, that you have cultivated, the one that you love. It's deep work. So I wanted to say, make sure this is something that you actually are prepared for. Because what you ask for, you shall receive. So I want to start off by asking you, if someone was to come to you and ask you to give them a brief description of yourself in 30 seconds, would you feel comfortable doing so? Or would you feel hesitant? And how you answer that question, it tells you where you are in your identity journey. Like, do you know who you are? Like, if you was to describe who you are, would you need someone to tell you, you know? And I also want to imply that identity shift. So you don't have to be the same person that you was like 5 years ago. So there's going to be a journey that requires you to self-reflect on who you're becoming. Like, who are you right now? And if you're even okay with it. Do you rock with it? Do you like it? Do you like who you're becoming? Does it make you feel good? So here's why I feel like identity work is so important. Me personally, when I started focusing on the fact that I wanted to create the life of my dreams, I knew that it will require me to take a further look at myself. Like, because at some point, it can't be just dreams. Like, I would actually have to create this and make it my reality and actually live it out in real life. And like, in order for me to become that person that's going to live that reality that I want, I have to know who I am. And that's what got me so deep into self-development and reflective work. Like, I am so deep into self-study. I study myself like crazy. And with such great tools like HD and astrology, it helps, not only observe myself in real time, but to like have things to go back on. I just like being able to look at, for example, it being Aries season, and Aries is associated with Mars, and Mars is an action-oriented planet, and fire is something that it ignites and then it transforms, and just connecting all these themes with my own journey, like cheat code. That's why I'm like, all right, it's a no-brainer why identity should be the focus for me this season. Like, feel free to join, guys, if you guys want to join. Like, I will be more active in the broadcast channel if you guys want to join, because honestly, I haven't been as active because I just honestly not only do I have a lot going on, it's just that I haven't been feeling called to like communicate in there. So like, if enough people is like, oh, I want to join in and do the being more intentional with astrology as the season goes, feel free. I'm here for it, because I'm really doing this. I'm really about this life. I'm really doing it. So yes, identity is going to be something we focus on in Aries season, because Aries represents self. Aries is the I am. Aries is like, who am I? I don't even see anyone else. That's the energy. There's times in life that's going to require that energy. You're going to need that energy to create and build. There's going to be times where you need that solitude. You need that moment of like just me, myself, and I right now. And, it doesn't have to be something where it's like it doesn't have to be something where you feel like you have to choose the other. You should never feel like you have to trade yourself for anything. So if you feel like you're in any situation, any circumstance, that you feel like you are in a situation where it's like you are sacrificing yourself in a way, it's time to cut that out. It's time to go more towards, who are you without the validation? Who are you if you was to just move and trust yourself? Also, it's a season of understanding what is really yours. What is your responsibility versus what's not yours? Because there's many people that want to put their responsibility in your hands, and there's many of us that just because out of love or out of whatever it is, guilt, pity, whatever it is, there's a reason we end up sacrificing our own self in order to pour in. And in this season, we have to learn how to let the cup overflow. That, I feel like Aries season is really, I feel like Aries energy really is about that. It's putting so much love and care and dedication into yourself. All that just pours out of you, and those around you in your immediate circle, they have the benefit of just like having some of that, of being able to partake in that. And Aries energy is also about being able to move without permission, without needing to ask, without needing to check in, without needing to say. I mean, there's nothing wrong with seeking advice and like picking somebody's like brain, but it's also about like feeling the need to, the confidence, the courage to just move, ask questions later, like, And in this season, I'm learning over and over again that you would have to move. The season's gonna require you to move first, and then you'll feel the confidence. Then you'll feel like, oh, I'm ready. Like, it's never that. It's never the latter at first. You're never gonna be ready first. And like, I hear that over and over again, but there was plenty of times, especially recently, that I have experienced that. I have experienced the fear of doing something, nervousness while doing it. And then as I keep doing it, I'm like a pro. So it must be true. I'm a witness. I'm a testimony. Like things that I once thought were hard as hell, or was just nervous about it being hard, it would have me like kind of like procrastinate or hesitate to do it. The minute I have the willpower to like move through that feeling and do it anyway, I gain so much. And confidence is a pretty good one. It's so valuable in everything you do. Confidence is necessary when you're creating, when you're manifesting, when you're building an empire, when you're building your legacy, when you're loving someone. Confidence, you need that. So I'm just saying, y'all, this is the season to dive further into self. Okay, so let's go into what is identity work. What does it look like? I could break it down like this. Identity work is learning and understand who you are and who you're becoming, and observing yourself in real time and reflecting on if the actions that you're taking, the choices that you're making, are they in alignment with who you say you are becoming? It's being honest with yourself. That is the work. It's pretty hands-on. It's pretty experimental. That is where the real work happens. Like in real life, real time. It's not just in affirmations, visualizing. It's not just in the journaling, the bath, the herbal teas, the meditation. It's going out there and living this human experience and observing yourself in real time. How are you showing up even when things are uncomfortable? It's a practice, but it's not a one-time thing it's a practice, it's a ritual. Because you're practicing self-trust, you're practicing boundaries, you're practicing audacity. Like, it's all in the practice. It's all in the deep self-study. Like, use your tools, whatever tool that is. Then observe yourself and ask yourself questions. Because, this is one thing I realized with some people. I could tell when people are not talking to themselves enough and when they're not asking themselves enough questions. And there'd be no reason why certain words come out their mouth. So, start asking yourself questions. Get to know who you are. I got some journal prompts for you guys. Hold on. Pen. Get my pen. I got some journaling notes for you guys, some prompts. So let me know when y'all ready. You ready? I'm acting like I'm in front of y'all. All right. Pause if I'm going too fast. So journal prompts. You all right? Who am I? What do I enjoy or love doing? What I no longer want to do? How do I want to move? And please let me know what the answers are if you feel comfortable sharing. So yeah, that's identity work in practice. And then you take all of that you wrote down and you reflect on, and you have your moments of self-study, but you go out there and you live. Because that's the real work. And you live in ways that makes you feel good. Because that is the real work. So many people are living lives that's not theirs. It's not theirs. They're unhappy. They're unhappy because they're living somebody else's dream and somebody else's thoughts and somebody else's desire. All because why? It looks good on paper. It makes logical sense. Okay, so let's get to the good part. We're going to talk about how identity work leads to abundance. I don't just mean money, it's so many forms of abundance out there. We have to really open our mind to really see how much resources are out there that are attainable, as long as we know that we can attain it. So you standing grounded in who you are, the I am, it's you are declaring that to God and the universe. You're standing 10 toes down in that, and that certainty of self creates a level of authenticity. If you really think about it, authenticity, it comes from clarity. It comes from you knowing who you are. Then as you know who you are, you tend not to give a damn. You don't care what anybody else got to say about or tell you about who you are, because you know who you are. And then that allows your inner truth to shine on out. That in itself regulates your nervous system. Your body starts to say, wait, I'm safe here. And then boom, here comes the alignment. Here comes things just working out because you said, I know who I am and I own who I am. And then you started doing the things that reflect that. You stop wasting your own energy. You start doing the things that light you up. In return, what's for you attracts you. And you repel what is not. And you know what that creates, my friends? Abundance. And again, not in just the form of money. Money is nice, right? It feels nice. But in the form of resources, people who support you, things just start to flow to you because you're no longer in resistance with your true nature. Because you are clear in your identity, you are grounded in your truth, and you are moving authentically. Identity work defines your truth. Authenticity expresses your truth, and abundance responds to your truth. I want to share an affirmation with you guys before I close out. I don't attract abundance by chasing it. I align with it by fully being myself. Yeah, sit with that. I'm going to leave you guys with that. I feel good. I feel like I just shared out everything that I've been learning this past month. And yeah, I'm going to continue my identity work. I'll drop any insights that I come across, mostly short form for now. On TikTok, I have TikTok. I post a lot on my IG stories, and I'm on Threads now. You could definitely find my socials in the description box below. What else I gotta say? But yeah, y'all, we are gonna kick ass this season. And we're going to focus on our identity. Because next season is tourist season, baby. And it's going to be time for us to get that money and live a good and comfortable life. Okay? See you guys in the next video.